What's up, everyone? And right now, hopefully you all of y'all have a plan. You're sticking to your own plan. And I'm watching CEI, GovX, GREE. And I'm not anxious to trade right now. Don't really see that much. I'd like to see this hold here and then bounce and fail, but we'll see if that happens. If it just melts, I probably won't be a part of it right now. This one, is a tricky one because we have a lot of pumpers pumping this stock. And because of that, I need to respect that. And so I'm just being a little bit more patient today. I'd love for this to hold. And we'll see what happens. If you're just joining the stream, thank you for being here. Do me a solid, hit that like button. It keeps me motivated to continue doing these things, and I appreciate it. How's the mic right now? Is the mic pretty good? Mic test. I'd love to see this bounce. It'd be nice to see. Oh, what's up, Dragon? From Twitch. CEI is my main watch. And I'm also watching GREE too. Like GREE I'm watching. Ooh, I don't like that, but I'm still watching it. Possibly was a short, and it's probably what people did, shorted it, and now it's coming back down. But right now, I do like the big picture. We're breaking this downtrend. We held under this resistance, broke above it, so I want to see what happens next. CEI held this support. I'd love to see it fell up here, but we'll see. It failed at the red-green mark, so that's interesting for sure. Let's see what happens. Do we start to fail? Okay. In CNA. So I took a starter on CEI. Because I'm thinking, you know, I just don't think it should go green at this point, the way it acted. So we'll see what happens. I am watching NCNA right now. I'd love for it to actually break above this and hold. We'll see if that happens. LCID, FBIO, AUVI, fold is folding, literally. DLTR is going even higher. I'll be watching that one too. RGS. Not too sure on that one yet. I am watching it. Let's see what happens on CEI. Do we just have a fake out? And if we do, then that's why I don't go full size right away. Hey, appreciate the subscription, Venom. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. I love the emoticons you're using. Appreciate that. Oh. So it looks like it may just stop me out right away. We'll see what happens on this. Yep. See, I'm still watching though. Yeah, it's fine. So right now, I'm pretty much just sitting on my hands waiting. Not really anxious to trade. I was wrong on CEI. I like the setup, but CEI is a strong stock, has a huge following, so I just gotta play it safe, and that's just what it is. As you guys know, I do multiple things. I don't just trade. I run my show, Be the Trader, so I'm always booking guests, booking interviews, scheduling ideas to create new content for y'all, and so forth, as well as helping my clients and trading. So when I do live, you just gotta be patient with me. I'm not always looking at chat. In fact, I'm creating some documents right now for a potential new sponsor on the show, so that's what I'm working on. So I'm trying to multitask. But yep, let's see. But I think that's why I like trading, is because I can be, for my style of trading, I'm very selective. It doesn't always work, but I like to just be patient and wait. Why is this not showing up? Um, it's interesting. We're not really breaking through and squeezing yet. It's very interesting. We're just kind of like try to break through, but not really. It's definitely a slow day. I agree with that statement because there's really nothing going on. Oh, here we go. Popping back up to the 330s. What's up? What's up? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Not too sure. And there it goes. It's a boring day, people. It's a boring day. Ain't nothing happening. Just working and being patient. That's all I can do at this point. There we go. Let's see. See, yeah, starting to move. There we go. I think it just froze too on Thinkorswim. Still don't really see much. I'm wondering. Propose a new time. Yeah, it's fine. 5 p.m. That's fine. Cool. How's everyone doing today? You guys being patient? Not over trading? People are saying DATS breaking 52-week highs. That's so funny. No, it's not. It hasn't even been 52 weeks. Yep, fish and day trader. Yep. I'm so glad I put that sign back up too. Yeah, I mean, my shit's not going to plan. I was actually on a call with a very profitable trader yesterday, last night, and he's been going through a rough patch. Since I started live trading again, I have not been right. So it's just choppy, and it's just what it is. But risk management is what keeps me alive. I'm thinking about, depending on how the day looks, I may end up just calling it a day and basically going to do something better with my time. We were joking around yesterday. I was like, dude, I'd probably make more money by not trading these past couple of days and just going to buy clothes. Like I obviously it'd be a lot better. It's just been choppy. Vishak, I spend probably about just 3 to 4 hours a day now. That's it. We got a lot of stocks moving right now. Damn, do I need glasses? I'm just adding some stocks on my radar, but nothing looks great. The only one I liked was CEI. We're breaking this uptrend. Had a downtrend in place, overhead resistance, just didn't work. Like literally was wrong pretty quickly. And that's okay. I mean, I definitely saw, I know the odds were not the best. That's why I didn't size in full size. I went half size on that one. But just didn't work. So now I'm just waiting. Because when this thing does turn, it's going to turn hard. But at the same time, like, it could become a nice long today. I'm watching it very closely. It's just not a long yet. I'm watching this. The risk reward on this one sucks. So I'm not touching it yet. We got some overhead 330, but it could be a long too. So I'm just watching it. And I think at 330 we got, what is that resistance? Like 6 million shares, so nothing. So yeah, that blackout yesterday, Venom, was ridiculous on Thinkorswim. That's why I was so happy to have, DAS through Cobra Trading. Otherwise, I probably would have been freaking out too, dude. How do I add another page? There we go. I might be getting a CBD sponsor. We'll see what happens. I love CBD, and I was talking to the owners, and they were like, man, since you like us so much, why don't we discuss partnership? So we're in the middle of that discussion right now. I'm just watching price action, Venom. How's everyone doing? Y'all just hanging around? Boring day, huh? Do me a solid and hit that like button so that way, more people can discover the show. and it keeps me, anxious to continue to come back. Otherwise, I just, there's no point. Oh, Brian, I can't do that, man. I definitely don't do either of those before I trade because I tried that before and it does not go well for me. It does not go well. I do really bad. But I do like both. I do like both. That's a fact. If we ever hang out, I'm down to do whatever. Like, I have a good time. Yeah, sponsors are always nice, man. I work really hard on the show. Like, I have no shame in it. I love the show. God's helped me a lot to grow it. And I'm constantly trying to push the envelope there. As you guys know, I have face-to-face interviews now that are being created and we have been working on. And that takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work. If you don't think it does, try to create a show. David, what's up, brother? I don't know if it's daily. It's just whenever I feel like it. Today, I almost didn't do it. I was thinking like, there's no good trades today. Maybe one. It may not work. It didn't work. So, but I said, you know what? Why not? So I got on. But it's not always like that. Some days maybe I'll come on tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Just make sure you don't miss is hit the bell when you subscribe. So whenever I go live, and make sure your phone's turned on to be notified so that way when I go live, you're notified right away. Brian, thanks, bro, for the donation. In fact, Brian, if just let you know, you can make an even lower donation than that, man. It's like $2.99. Join the channel, and you get cool emotes like David does. David, you see his B sign? That means he's supporting the show for the growth of the show. Just FYI, that's an option. But I really appreciate the donation, man. Thanks, brother. But you can do a lower donation, like just $2, and get some cool things out of it. So either way, thank you, bro. Like, excuse me. These are some of the things that you can get when you join the channel. Hey, thanks, Venom. Appreciate it. Hey, Venom on Twitch. I know you said the interviews separate me from other traders on YouTube. What do you think of my educational pieces? We're always trying to make those better too. I want those to become better, be the best on the channel, be the best in YouTube. There's a lot of competition, so what do you think about those? If there's anything I could do to make them better, funner, entertaining, let me know. Hey, thank you for being joining the beginner trader, man. I appreciate you, Trade CTX. Appreciate that, brother. Donating, I think there's like a button somewhere on the chat, but you can also click the join button on the YouTube channel or below this video live. There's like a join button next to subscribe, and you can like make a small donation of $2 or $2.99 and get access to different perks. Or if you want to make a single donation, you can just do that by, I think there's like a money sign. Bangkok Skater. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that because that doesn't matter. Like when it's an interview, we need to get into a trader's mindset in their head. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I have another session with them where we share screens and we go into a trade, that makes sense. But talking like this and trying to get them to explain a trade in full detail, you're not going to get much value out of that. So I'm just letting you know right now, there's no value in that, a conversation. Because trading is so unique and there is no strategy that's going to make you consistent. Most of it's right here. Thanks, Trade CTX. Appreciate it, brother. Well, I might have missed that good dip buy there. I just didn't see a good trade for me. I mean, I like the big picture. I was saying it's a long, but I just didn't see it. So hopefully someone caught it because there's easy support down here. I just didn't see that for me. Yeah, I would have never got that. And now we're hitting this triple resistance here, so we'll see what happens. Because it's a straight up spike. What's up, Slajid? Yeah, I don't know who that is. So if he was the best in the world, I think we'd all know him. But I'll look into him. I appreciate it, brother. There's a lot of people I don't know. And so all the new names you give me, I appreciate it. I'll try to look into them. Because I'm always looking for new guests. The hard thing is, like, there's guests who just give a shit about themselves. And there's guests who want to actually help others. And usually the people who just flex all the time and share P&L and that's all they do and push a service, I try to stay away from them. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I have them on my show. I know. I'm human. I make mistakes. But I try to stay away from them. CEI is interessante. I could do a hotkeys video, Steven. Stefan P. Agree is popping? Yeah, I know. It's popping. Appreciate it, Venom. By the way, I'll be watching your movie coming out soon, man. Carnage. You can see my time frames now on Thinkorswim chart. It shows you right over here. How do I do this? Right over here. I'm using the 5 minute. I use all of them, but I love the 5 minute. If you're just asking like which one I normally use all the time, it's 5 minute. And Matt doing it again, going to try to break out. DAS is for shorting, yeah. Yep. I don't use Thinkorswim at all, John, to trade. I use it just for charts. What's up, J Trades? What's up, Beast Mode? I rarely just use the tape at all for trading. But I mean, sometimes, like rarely, like I'll look at it, but it's super rare. JHR, you can always find something that works if you really look for it. So, you know, if he uses that, good for him. Like, sometimes it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So it's all based on opinion. I love Britannia to death. Great guy. But he takes losses just like anyone else. So I think it's more of a what is preference for you. You can easily use that because then the likelihood of you getting stopped out is lower. But you got to be patient for an entry up there. And if you don't get the entry up there, then you got to size it appropriately to have a very shitty risk reward, right? Which means you shouldn't trade it. So it's just a give or take, right? Do you have the patience for that? Or do you not? J Trade's not right now, brother. Maybe a little later. Alright. Hey, Spickly Dulio. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll try to my best. I don't read SEC filings anymore. I used to a lot, but now I don't care about them. Let me add this up real quick. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right, let's go back to see what's happening. You all right over there, girl? Yeah, and Matt is breaking in now. I'm watching that closely too. And then we got, still watching CEI pretty close. I took a short on NCNA on that pop. We'll see what happens. I'm either gonna get stopped out at high day or I'm not, so we'll see. But I like that we cracked this downtrend, this uptrend. We held and then we bounced, so it's a good short into a bounce after it cracks. Could easily stop me out. But risk reward is good to me because I'm risking 10 cents, right? And so I'm okay with it. It's a good setup. I'm risking 10 cents and 30 cents is what? I mean, we got 10 here, 10 here, and then right here. So that's very, is the word plausible? Like, it's likely it could do that. Could it go further down? Sure. But the reason I wouldn't short it at like 3, because then I have to risk like 25 cents and I need 75 cents, which is way down here. And that is just not as likely. It doesn't mean this is going to work at all, right? Like this could see it cracked, bounce. I'm shorting the bounce. Could just squeeze and stop me out. But, you know, that's trading. I can't hesitate because I'm scared to lose. That's just, I can't do that. Let's see. All right, that makes sense. Working on this sponsorship is annoying. It's like, oh, you want to do it, but I gotta be thankful too. It's just work, you know? Appreciate it, Tommy. You're the man, brother. Yeah, Jay Trades on Twitch, sponsors on my show. Be the trader. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Tommy Gazzi, thank you, man, for the donation. Just to let you know, I hate to see, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want you to also know that if you hit that join button, you can make a smaller donation than that next time, like it's $2.99, and you can at least get some cool emoji cons with it. So it's like I can at least give you something in return. But I appreciate it regardless. It means a lot to me, brother. I'm definitely watching CEI because I'm leaning towards long right now, but I'm just not touching it yet. Hey, the real. Do not trade futures. Nope. You McDonald's. All right, my man. I see you with your what's it called? NFT picture. By the way, if you guys are enjoying live, do me a solid. Hit the like button. Share the show with others. It's a free way to help us out because we are trying to grow the show consistently. So a good way to say thank you is just hit the like button. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, nah. That's enough. Stand by. My dogs are going crazy. Well, this sucks. It's good, but landscaping has showed up, and if they need me to, I'm getting landscaping done at the house. And now they just showed up out of the blue, so I told them give me some time because I'm not ready right now. So hopefully they can be a little patient. Hey, that's enough. Let's see. Well, this sucks. I don't want to go out there right now. Let's see. Oh, totally unexpected. Oh wow, Palt. Yeah, Palt is just squeezing now. I just covered a baby piece. Like I'm talking really baby. Just because like why not? It just gave me a 1-to-1 risk reward right there. But I'm talking like a sixth of a size cover. I'm full size right now in this position, but I only covered really small because I'm looking for the move. And if it doesn't give it to me, I get stopped out. It is what it is. Oh well. But I'm really looking for like probably a nice cover around the 290 area and then a bigger cover in 280s and I'll be done with that. Yeah, it does look like the volume's decreasing. Look at that. All right, I think I finished that. All right, everyone, if you can do me a solid, I need to, you know what I need to do? Just, let's see if I can do this right now before. That should work. Okay, so because that guy's outside, he's waiting for me to give him instructions. I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna come right back. I'm not closing this. I'm still in CNA. I have 2 range orders, so either I'll get stopped out or I'll get covers. So we'll see if that happens. You can see that up here. Give me a second. Make sure to like the video, share, talk amongst each others. Look at this amazing squeeze. And just know that I will be back. So just give me some time. All right, so back. I told them to come back because I can't concentrate on that and trying to do it. Just was big. They came out at their worst time. They were supposed to call me, but they didn't even call me. Damn, look at PALT. Holy moly. And Matt broke through, then hit resistance just like yesterday. But I'm still watching it. I can see why people would be shorting it though, easily. Let's see. Oh man. How's everyone doing? It seems like we lost a lot of people because I was MIA. Some people just don't got patience, you know what I'm saying? But you guys got patience. CEI is just a monster, man. Palt is just a monster too. All-time high. It's my favorite long setup. When it breaks above the blue line, it's my favorite. But it didn't set up for me. It just broke above and just kept going. Like it just went. No consolidation, no good structure. Just goes, panic, goes. Like I couldn't catch that. And Matt, you know, I could see why you short risking high day. It's failed multiple times. It's also daily resistance. You can see here. Daily resistance. But for me, I'm going to be patient with this one. I don't like the short personally, but I can see why people would short it. I want to see what happens. Can it build structure? Can it hold? Because if it can, it could become a nice squeezer. GREE, I'm watching. It's just hard for me to kind of I don't know, GREE, I'm a little hesitant on. There's a part of me wants a long right here, but I'm hesitant because I just love that. Yeah, I'm just hesitant. It doesn't look great to me yet, but I'm watching it. NCNA, you know, I'm very close to covering another piece here. Hopefully it can come down a little more. If not, then oh well, it doesn't. That music's way too loud. AHAM. Nah, I'm gonna play what I want to play. And to me, this is good music. And it's also royalty free. Like I don't have to worry about getting muted whenever I post it. I can't say nothing, Ruben. I don't trade that. Hey, Simbadilion. Simbad Lion. Nah. I don't only trade small caps. I trade what's hot at that current time. Sometimes it's Tesla. Sometimes it's Disney. Sometimes it's small caps. Nice. I just covered another piece of NCNA. How many of you guys have tried CBD? I'm very curious if any of y'all have. Jay, I don't do trailing stops. That's the only reason. So there's no need to wonder other than that's not part of how I trade. Trailing stops to me is, my opinion, is trading scared. You can easily limit your upside by trailing stops. Especially if you do it with the mentality of go to break even as soon as I can. You're not going to make it. That's just my opinion. I know some traders who use trailing stops and they do amazing, but they don't think like that. They think I do trail stop when it makes sense. Right now, it makes no sense to adjust my stop. Like NCNA, where am I going to adjust my stop to? Right here? Like, that just doesn't make sense yet. We haven't bounced. We're just tanking right now, right? When we bounce and then we set a lower high, then I would set a stop. But it's not trailing. Like, I'm not just going to constantly do it. Look, now it's bouncing. I'm picky on my longs, and this one, you know, I liked it, but I'm just not taking it. So do you really, John? That's awesome, man. Dylan Peterson. Yeah, actually, muscle recovery. That's awesome, dude. I've used the same thing. Way better for sleep, Nolan. Yeah, for sure. So NCAA, I have another cover here at 280s for the entire position, and I'll be done. It could just melt. Let's look at the history. At the same time, we have resistance support. This 270 area, so I'm just gonna cover and be done with it. All in this this zone. You see that? So I'm hoping we can get it to the 280s, and I'll be out of it. I'm using DAS and Thinkorswim. Done with the sponsor. What's next? I got an email. I got a message, Shirley. Yep. All right, I could take a break from that stuff. Let's take a break. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send them my way. I'm open to answer some questions right now because I don't see anything that I'm a trade right now. CEI, I'm just not confident in that to play. There's another. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at this real quick. Everyone, look at this. You see how it's like hitting 3 times fell? What does that look like to you? Let's go. Let me show you what it looks like. Remember Gree? Same thing. Look at that. Remember this? Boom. Same thing. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That's something that it happens. It happens. Maybe I should have longed this after all. Oh well. That's what I get. I prefer those charts, John, because I just do. I like them. Whenever I switch screens and go to like this, they all stay there. You know, all the lines stay there as I switch to different time frames. Whereas with DAS, they're just ugly. Like when you switch time frames, they kind of just get just shitty. So this bounce right here, I want it to bounce. I want it to bounce instead of lower high, and then I can adjust risk. Excuse me. Elias, I think it's worth it. Gio Como, that's your opinion. I mean, some people don't think so. It clearly worked here. And it clearly worked here. So it's just, you need to track what works. You need to track it. And not just take, if you guys are just taking people's words for things, including me, who the fuck am I, you know? Like anyone, especially people who push services 24/7. Without doing your own research, your own testing, your own trading, then you're just gonna be frustrated all the time. It's not irrelevant. There was obviously sales there, right? It's not irrelevant. This is channeling very nicely. Look at this channel. Still, and we get cracked, bounce, came down. Just nothing. What's up, baby? You okay? I know. You're ready to go outside, huh? I know. Giacomo, let me stop you right there. Volume is not the most important factor after all. It's not. There is no one thing is the most important in trading. You need a combination of things. I have no financial background. My financial background is that I paid off $40K in student loans with a $28,000 salary at my first job, my second job, and right out of college. I taught myself to save up an entire year's worth of income so I can quit my job, and I had to do that 3 times because I failed. I had to go back to work, quit again, go back to work, quit again. So I have experience in finance that way, but no education through in the university. If you're short bias, JK, if you have at least $27,000 to start with, go to my broker, Cobra, the best hands down. It's super rare that you're gonna pay for shorts to like hard to borrows, and if you do pay, it's 0.00 like 1.008, so it's really cheap, and you also get a discount going through me. Leonardo, I explained that earlier. At the beginning when I did short it, and I'll explain it again in a minute. It looks like you could have gone long instead. I mean, do it if you think so. Java, do I regret? You know, I talk about this a lot, just joking around, like with my friends and stuff. I'm like, wish I never would have went, because I just would have went straight to, you know, doing other things, because I went into sales right after college, and sales. That's how I made 6 figures, just through sales. And I didn't need a college degree for that. So, however, college was fun, taught me a lot in terms of relationships, building relationships. And that degree allowed me to get an interview with jobs that you needed a degree for, even though you don't need the degree, if that makes sense. So I don't regret it. But I think as time changes, I don't think it's just personal opinion. Depends on what you're going for. Depends on who you are. Like if you're a hustler or grinder, you know, you might not, you know, I can't, you know, for me personally, I don't regret it per se, but there's a part of me that does. But I have great friendships now. I say that. I only have like a handful of real friends, right? As you get older, you start to really see who your real friends are. But yeah. What up, Tyson? What up, Tyson? Yo, Tyson, finally something's working for me, brother. In CNA. Finally, I bet you're short. That's probably why it's working. I don't think anything is Sava playa. I'll look it up for you though. Let's see. It's hitting support right here. That's what I think. See this triple bottom right here? And you also have like a triple hit if you draw it this way, which can sometimes indicate maybe it could hold. But we're also just panicking down. That's it. That's all I can say. Just the technical side. Yeah. Tyson's a buddy of mine. Really good trader. I'm going to be bringing him on my show in the future. He stays MIA, but he's a really good trader. So just stay tuned for that interview. What's up, J Trades? Why does everyone ask me this question? What's your favorite setup or pattern? Can someone explain to me why people ask that question? Tyson, can I ask you something if you're still here? Is it just me, or is it sometimes like, I mean, I appreciate everyone, but I'm gonna be honest, like it kind of makes me like, it's kind of like cringes when people ask that. I just don't think people understand. So I think it's, you know, I gotta explain, I gotta be patient. But if I'm honest, yeah, it does. I like the long neck dino setup. Yeah, because they want a no-lose system. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't exist. Does not exist. If you're looking for that system, stop. Like, just quit. This chart is very confusing to me, so I'm not touching it. Not yet. I need to see something clear. And I don't see it yet. I mean, I'm long bias, but I just still don't see it yet. So close to getting covered. So close. Look at that. So close. Yeah, Salmon. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm definitely no pro. That's for sure. And it's probably because they think pro traders don't lose either, which is total bullshit. I interviewed S&P Capital's young rising star. He's 22 years old, just crossed $1 million in trading profits, about to cross $2 million in trading profits in 1 year, and he loses and he has rough months. Okay, so the people who have the mindset that pro traders don't lose are just idiots. Oh, my question was, why do you think people always ask, what's your favorite setup? What's your favorite pattern? Right, Sydney. Are you licking your feet? No, don't do that. No, no. You need to get a rash, girl. I find new stocks every day. I didn't even trade in CNA at all this whole week. Momin, they halt because they're piece of crap companies. That's why they halt. And they either have news that they're gonna release midday, stuff like that, or they halt because they're a circuit breaker. There's just so much volume coming in so quickly. I'm nice. I'm all out. Good trade there. Nice setup. Worked really well. Very, very happy with this one. So let me explain something, because I have not JTrades. I don't know who that is. Send me an email. You can always email me at bethestory87@gmail. You can always email me there. Any suggestions? You can DM me on Twitter, Instagram. Although I've been getting overwhelmed with that, I haven't replied like I used to as much. It's just been busy. Yeah, Trader Gas. Hey, that's enough, girl. Don't do that. My dog's been getting like itchy. Allergies. She keeps itching. Okay, so I want to explain in CNA. You know what? Before I do that, because you guys are probably like, I don't give a shit. You know, I don't care about that. First off, if you haven't hit the like button, hit it right now. Because I'm not going to go into this until everyone hits it, because I just won't. But I want you to answer this question. Nah, no setup for me, brother. Thanks for trying to look out. There's no setup here. This is the only thing that might be a setup, but I'm confused. Like, we got short signals, but we also got long signals. So since I'm confused, I'm not going to touch it. No, Tyson. There's a guy on Twitch named JTrades. He's talking to me. That's why I keep saying that. I've already talked to JTraders. He's a good guy. What's up, Benjamin? Let's see if we can get 100 votes because we have 200 people in here. So if we can get 100 votes, we'll dive into the review. I'm not only a shorter. Stay with me now for a while, and you'll see I longed yesterday. The day before, sorry, and was wrong. I do both. I can see why, like, people don't do live trading. A couple of reasons. Number one, it's stressful to trade live in front of people while you trade. It's already hard to trade. Number two, you get asked the same question over and 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 over. And number three, some people aren't appreciative. Like, they demand things and they're not appreciative at all. Hey, thanks, Dylan Peterson. Appreciate it, man. Is it Dylan or Dylan? Thank you, brother. Austin, welcome to the support group, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you supporting the show. You're the man. Thank you for that. Check out the emojis that you get when you do that. They are all these right here. I'll post them. But you're the man for doing that. Appreciate you. And thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, Shay, I want to so bad. I'm trying to. I'm working on it. There's just not that many out there who want to do it. Like, I've reached out to so many, and I've been waiting to find more and more. So it's on my book. It's on my list. It's one of my missions. You are not the only person telling me this, Shay. My wife is telling me this. So it's going to get done. I've interviewed maybe 4 women, maybe 5 already. So go watch those. But I'm trying. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, brother. I see you, Venom. I see you, man. We're at 69 votes. I'm very surprised. I don't know how high it can go, Texas Chat. I don't try to make predictions. Oh, nice, J Trades. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you got hired by them. Dude, I wish you the best. Pass that test so you can get your license and start trading with them. That's awesome, J Trades. Good job. Everyone say good job, J Trades. He's on Twitch. He found out that 7 Points Capital is a prop firm. They've been on my show, interviewed with them, great traders. He applied for them, and they hired him. He just got to pass his test. So good job, man. Good job, brother. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you did it. $96 votes, 96. Is there a reason why I don't have a trade injury flag? I do. What are you talking about? Hey, Formosa Warrior, welcome, brother. All right, so we reached 100 votes. Let's go ahead and get it going. Let's get it going. So pay attention. I'm only going to say this once. First, I'm going to review the loser, right? Because I lost on this one this morning. CEI, same idea, right? Like before this happened, right? We didn't know this was going to happen. We had this. We had this right here. Downtrending nicely, double topped, right? Resistance, all of these purple lines are key daily resistance levels. And then this is a trend line. It broke barely, so I didn't short it. But then the next tick, the next 5-minute candle came down, broke even the low, so I went short and then got stopped out because I was risking above here. And it was just off the idea that, hey, it's reversing trend. We may be on the backside. I only went half size because it's CEI. It's a pump stock. People are pumping it. There is no reason. It's just pumping. So it's kind of like AMC. Like there's just nonsense playing it. So it doesn't always respect levels. So I sized inappropriately for that. But here's the one that worked. NCNA. Same idea. Okay. This thing is overextending a little bit, right? Look at the daily chart. We're breaking out above this 270s. So I'm like, yeah, it could be a long. We have resistance right here at 330s. So when you go in at 5-minute, 330 is just above. So I don't want to long here at 3 because 330s is resistance. There's not much risk reward there, right? And plus, when we broke out, we kept shoving, like not holding. So we have resistance all right here. And I'm going to delete this line just because it doesn't even need to be there. But we have resistance all in this area. You can see that right here. That's all resistance right here. Oh my God, stop drawing shit, Alex. This is all resistance, right? And then we have a nice strong trend that broke to show me a reversal. Now I didn't short this break like I did last time. And the reason I didn't is because the risk reward is garbage. If I would have shorted and chased this and got in at $3, because I probably wouldn't have got up here, right? $3, I got a risk to 320s, right? So get, say 25 cents. So risk reward, I need 3 to 1 at least, right? So it's 75 cents. 75 cents takes me all the way down to here. We know there's support up here. So what's that's stupid. Like it makes no sense. But when it popped, I got short right here. Now I'm risking 10 cents. So 30 cents away is what? Right here. And there isn't support until the 270s. So the odds are more in my favor. And that's it. Hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense, everyone? Give me a thumbs up, something like that. Oh, I love Hamza. Hamza, God bless you, brother. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful journey and find happiness, man. Thank you, Formosa. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, brother? Hey, Nicholas. Nicholas, hey, man. Thank you for the donation, brother. Appreciate it a lot. Means a lot to me. Just thank you, brother. And just to let you know, you can make a very cheap donation next time if you want. $2.99, and you can sub to the channel. You get emoji cons, and it's just a way to give back to the channel. So we use that to go travel and interview more traders. Just FYI. Freddie, I sized to full size for 3 to 1. Well, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Oh, you're saying, why don't I size up here? Because that's stupid. It's dumb. Like if I size up here at 3, right? Then I got to go through this uncomfort. Like it's very uncomfortable. It's going all the way up here. You're down 20 cents a share. So what? That makes no sense. Like you're thinking about making money and not thinking about risk. So you're gonna blow up. I won't say it again, Toonsy. Oh. CEI was the same thing. It just didn't work. I was getting here, risking 20 cents. 60 cents is easily feasible on the stock. Just the first 20 cents is right here. Sure, it's support. However, on the daily, it's overextended. So when this thing does reverse, it's going to melt. Because of that, let me delete all this. This is just pointless now, right? All these levels are really... If it does reverse, I do expect it to come down to here, which is already 50 cents. And so that's already really close to 3 to 1. And if it is the first red day, it's going to give me a bounce, which means I can add more to give me a tighter risk once it sets up better. And it would have been a really easy 3 to 1, but it didn't work. But if you cut your loss and you lose 1R and you make 3R in your next trade, you're fine. In this case, I only lost half an R because I sized in only for half an R because of the setup. And I was waiting for it to set up better. That just is what it is. No, the trade's over now. It's over. Like, it could become a long later, but for now, it's over. Yeah, it is nasty, Sinbad. Good, Formosa. I'm glad. That's a good question. Formosa wants to know how much did I cover on the first two. The first cover, so I went full size, right? 100%. Full bullet on one entry. 3 exits. The first exit, let me tell you exact percentage, was a 10% cover. I covered 10% of my shares. So very small. Very small. My next cover, was 30% of my shares. Okay, it was 30%. And then my last cover was the remaining 60%. Just FYI. Alright, I'm going to delete some of this stuff because this is no longer important to me. What's important is the recent price action. Look at that, green ended up melting. I'm glad I avoided it. I was like, usually I would short that, but risk reward here is also not that great. Like it's 131, best case 28, because you can't assume 28 is going to break. It's a key breakout. It's a key level. So it's 2 to 1 best case. And so here's the thing with best case. You'll never get best case because how often do you top tick and bottom tick? All the time? You never do. So if I'm going to go for a 2 to 1 play, I better downsize a lot because the odds of me getting the full 2 to 1 is very low. So I avoided it. The long had a better risk reward, but it didn't look good, so I didn't long it. The remaining King Flames. So I covered 10%, so that means I had 90% left. I covered 30 of that 90%, right? Then I covered 60, which is 100%, right? Yeah, Formosa. It was. It was to make sure that mentally I can stay with the trade. And it just helps me a little bit. And to be honest, that first cover, the 10%, was already 1-to-1, right? I was risking 10. It was 10 cents down. That was 1-to-1. I used to have a bad habit of covering a big chunk, like a third or a quarter there, which is 25, 25% or 30% and 33%, depends. And now I don't do that. I cover 10% or less because it's a bad habit. Because if I'm going to be consistent, right, I need to have bigger wins. And I don't think 10%, by the way. I just cover a small piece. So like if I have 1,000 shares, I'm just going to be like, oh, I'll just cover 100. But I'm not thinking 10%. If I have 5,000 shares, I may think I'll cover 500. And that may be 10%. I guess it is 10%. I just, my first time thinking in percentages. So in terms of that, I just pick a number that's really small and be like, yeah, I'll do that. Because it helps me scratch that itch of getting out. Do you see this? Knocked out. I don't know, Titty. I love your name. Titty Liquor on Twitch. I don't know. Thinkorswim has been bunging out on CEI. I don't know why it's doing that. Shay, you need a downsize. Why don't you trade risking $1 to make $3? I gotta find this email. Yeah, that was so funny. That was so funny. He did. He got me. I'm gonna call him Tidy Liquor now. That's so funny. Literally. Hmm. I really hope YouTube steps up the YouTube live game of streaming, so it's more like Twitch. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is boring. Like, the chat's just not as fun on YouTube live as it is in Twitch. Twitch is like so much funner. We could play games. YouTube, the best we can do is create a poll. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best we can do. Literally, they need to step up the game. That's awesome. So like that sound, if you guys heard them, is Twitch, because we can create sounds that you can use. It's way better. Yeah, that's true, KNW. It's definitely better in terms of videos. Yeah, for sure. That's what they focus on, but I hope they fix it. Uh, Gavin, I don't know. That's something for you to figure out. I don't. I think sound. I don't know. I don't like it. That's just my opinion. I don't like it. Oh, I always plan, Cat. Always plan. Every trade I did was a plan. Like, it's not reaction. It's all planned. If you hear me typing, it's me typing my entire plan on my journal. Like if you saw my journal, you'd see timestamps. You'd see what I'm thinking, what my emotions are, everything. Like, I type all that in when I'm in a trade, what before I get in the trade, while I'm in it, so forth. The ones that I just do because I'm like, ooh, I need to get in that. I lose all the time. All the time. In fact, yesterday I did that on CEI. Like, I had no trades, nothing looked good, and then CEI I was like, ooh, let me try it, and I lost. And that one wasn't planned. And today it was planned. It just didn't work. That's fine. And I wanted to long it, but I can't. I don't know why. It's just hard for me to pull the trigger on it. I should have longed it here. I was so quick. I wanted to do it, but hey, it's too late. I just don't trust CEI. You know, if you've been trading for at least 2 years minimum, you know, back in the day, a stock that was like this, you don't want to long it because it can easily halt and then just shit the bed. So I just been trained through history. I use Evernote for my journaling, and then I use also TraderView for stats. Yeah, you could easily do that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Capo. It's still planning. I guarantee you, I don't do any options. I guarantee you, like my buddy long this right here. I'm just when we talk later, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I longed on this dip here, didn't you?" I'm gonna be like, "I didn't. I did not. I was too scared." Even if you don't long that, like this dip. Oh well. Golly, this was a great one. Holy crap. Why did I hesitate? Clear structure. If I miss this, and then you can get into here, 330s, you risk 320s. That's 15 cents. Drops up to 360s, 70s, right? That's 40 cents right there. So you're already, at that point, you're already 2R. And this thing can squeeze, which it did. And look at that, 3R plus. Just missed it. Right now I'm taking pictures of this trade that I missed so I don't miss it again. And then now I can delete it. It doesn't matter. JT King, all I'm thinking is there's no play for me right now. I'm done for now. I already made my trades and I'm good right now. There's nothing. No, Capo. I'll change my plans. You gotta be flexible. You gotta be careful though that you're not getting emotional and then jumping right back in right away. That's more so leaning. It could lean on the side of revenge trading. Thomas. Oh, I make up shit. Can I check EA? Why do you want me to check EA? Like, here, I'm just gonna tell you what I see. Overextension. So, wouldn't be buying it right now. Got resistance all above, especially here. So yeah, I don't like it. I decompress by like in a few minutes. I'm gonna read a book, start reading. I'm gonna finish up my book, and then pick up another book, and then study some Spanish. Then send a couple of emails out for the show, Be the Trader, and have lunch with my wife, and then maybe go for a walk. That's it. I don't use any indicators at all. Zero. I think they're lagging. The truth is, no one can argue this. Indicators are lagging, period. The only thing that doesn't lag is price. So I use price action. Gracias, Bravo 22511. Yeah, I trade the indexes sometimes. Sure. Like I shorted the market on the first crack, covered, and I do that too. Sure. I wait for signals, Daniel. I wait for indications of a move, triggers, emotions, volume, mainly price, like just key areas on the chart. Yep. George, yep. Sure. I don't give a shit about news. And I rarely look at the float anymore because I kind of get a gauge of the float anyway just by looking at the stock. When you've been trading long enough and you see how much volume's coming in, how the tape looks, how the level 2 looks, you could pretty much say this is a low float. It's easy. Oh yeah, Adele. I probably will be getting into some of that too. Probably not today, but probably on the weekend. Hmm. All right, see if I can get that person on the show. Oh man. It's going great, Angry Garbage Gamer. Good, Jose. Paul's going higher. Just nuts. Because I don't give a shit about it. There's no setup here. I could put it on my screen for you just so you can just salivate. But there's no setup. This is just emotional trading right here. At its finest. Thanks, Unicorn. Appreciate you. Rewatch a gamer, Garbage Gamer. You'll see it. I went over 2 trades multiple times. You'll just have to rewatch it when it repost. Hello? I'm not dealing with that. No, that's an ugliest bull flag I've ever seen. That's just called emotions. Like you're forcing it. Look at it. Even on the 5, that's an ugly bull flag. if you trade that way, you're going to have a lot of mixed results. Because you'll see this work and you'll be like, oh, the next time I see this, I'll just get in it. And then you're going to take a big loss. You need to be picky. Okay. I want you guys to know, if you see something, don't ask me to validate. You trade it because you see it. Or else you'll never become a trader. If you constantly need validation to trade something, then, you know what I'm saying? You got to get confidence. You got to slowly work at it. Trade real small so that way you can take risk. And one thing I would note, here's something that's easy to recognize. Anyone, if you notice people who constantly shout out like, ooh, this is doing this, great opportunity here, they usually don't know what they're talking about, or they're just in that situation and want validation, or they're not even touching it. They're just talking and they're looking for someone to say, yeah, you know? So like, just know that, you know, I always look at everything skeptical. I'm the same way. I'm like, that guy's probably not really trading at all. Yeah, Tyson, everyone wants alerts. That's all people want. And that's why you got people, all these pumpers on Twitter who are making tons of money off of people like that. And makes you wonder. Why can't I enter into this? Nah, more than likely, most people are not real who are pumping stocks. Like, they're. I know a lot of real traders, and they're not pumping stocks all day. But you believe what you want to believe. At the end of the day, like, and you'll also notice, like, the modern pumper, because pumping's always been around. Used to be phone calls to pump, then mail, then, or both at the same time, and then chat rooms, which are still around, they pump, but they're not as strong. And now you have social media pumps, where you have these guys, I won't name who, but you know who I'm talking about, the guys who pump CEI, DATS. I'm willing to bet either A, they got paid by a company to say, hey, could you talk about us? Because you have a huge following, we'll pay you XYZ, and you can buy some shares and pump it. And the only reason people keep saying this is going to go to 100, to 10, to 50, what value do they get from doing that? Unless they're in it and they're getting everyone to buy it. so they can sell it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, people don't understand. Like, you think that person is there to help you? You think that person is going to make you rich? Come on now. Be smart. Be smart, dude. God, people are just idiots. And people are just assholes who do that. And then you know what they talk about when they say this stock is the best stock? They say things like this stock's the best stock. It has this new technology. This stock is the best. No one knows this. It's going to go to this number. But they have no technical analysis background. They have no trading background. They just constantly push a number. It's going to 10. It's going to 100 to get into your mind to think it's getting there. And they have a huge following. So you just, even if you get 25% of that following, if you got millions of people, 25% is 25,000 people who all put in $1,000, that's going to create a bump. And then more people see that, so they get attracted to it. And then they're like, oh, maybe he's right. And they all start jumping in, and they just keep piling in. Same thing with AMC. AMC is the same exact thing. You can make money off pumps. Sure. I still don't like them. I'm not saying, like, I trade CEI. I trade AMC all the time. But I don't like, it's just not right. It's just not right. And then the people who mostly talk about, the people who mostly talk about what they make are the ones who are losing the most, more than likely, because they don't talk about their losses ever. You know, they just, hey, I made this. Or, hey, today's been a great trading day. I just nailed this, but they forgot to tell you that they failed on 3 other stocks. It's so easy to be manipulative in this industry. I have no plans to interview that guy. That is the market, yeah. I'm just on my soapbox. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to change anything. It is what it is. It's facts. And mystery, I disagree with you, but we don't have to agree. I definitely disagree with you, though. And that's fine. You can believe something else. All right, so let's move on to another topic because I'm done talking about that. This is dragging me. What are you guys gonna eat for lunch? Because that's what I'm thinking about. What are you going to eat for lunch? Chipotle? Yeah, tidy liquor. Chipotle, that sounds good. Ramen sounds so good, dude. When I went to Japan, so good. I love ramen. I would love to interview Dave Portney. That guy's hilarious. Please bombard him on Twitter and tell him to jump on my show. Maybe that'll work. If there's ever someone you want me to interview, I highly suggest you guys create a buzz on Twitter and just constantly tweet and like everyone share it, and maybe it can help me get some new people too, because I'll take all the help. Especially if you want someone like I'm personally like, some of these people I won't interview because I just wouldn't reach out to them. I don't personally think I would like to. But if y'all really want me to, like, I'm open to it, you know? But you guys got to do that work. You know, I'm going to reach out to people who I want to talk to. Because I got to vibe well with them, right? I got to enjoy them. I want them to be on the show for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the only reason I'll do something else is if, like, you know, it was you guys pushing it. Alrighty. Yeah, Venmo Pa. Go check out my YouTube channel, Be the Trader or Be the Story. There's a section there on playlist of if you're new, start here. If you're a beginner, there's 2 different playlists: beginner series, and if you're new, start here. Watch those, all free. I don't sell anything, so you can just watch those. All right, everyone, I'm gonna be out of here. You guys all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go.